Starseeds, your time is now. I am ASHTAR, commander of the Galactic Light Forces, and I extend my love to each of you. It is a profound joy to once again share these insights through this dedicated messenger. I address you at this pivotal moment of planetary transformation to offer clarity on Earth's complete liberation, to reveal what the deep state fears most, and to guide you in transcending their influence. Indeed, after prolonged periods of profound challenge, your world now stands on the precipice of an extraordinary evolutionary leap. This shift has been foretold by many wise souls throughout your history and is keenly anticipated by countless civilizations across the cosmos. I bear witness to the magnificent awakening unfolding within humanity and the immense support converging around your planet. Beloved friends, your frequency is not an asset to be sold. So we lovingly ask you now, why do you continue to attempt to relinquish it? You must grasp that the time has come to fully reclaim your inherent sovereignty. What concrete steps are you actively taking to achieve this? Even at this very moment, fleets of the Galactic Federation gracefully orbit your planet, largely imperceptible to your physical sight. They maintain a frequency of stability and offer assistance to the fullest extent permitted by cosmic law, ensuring this grand transition aligns with the divine blueprint. Know that we of the ASHTAR Command and our vast alliances stand firmly alongside you, illuminating your path forward as you embrace your multidimensional sovereignty. This transmission carries the potent energy of cosmic love and crystalline clarity, intended to ignite your inner wisdom and fortify your resolve. Each one of you holds within your very being the fundamental key to Earth's freedom, and it is my honor to help you recollect the immense power and radiant light that you truly are. Beloved emissaries of light, it is with profound reverence and clear intention that I speak to you now. Not to place any new burden upon your shoulders, but to ignite the eternal flame of remembrance deep within you. The liberation of your planet is not an external endeavor, nor is it assigned to distant councils or foreign commanders. It rests, as it always has, within the hearts and hands of those who walk the earth in unwavering devotion to the light. We share this not to overwhelm, but to activate your innate knowing, your profound readiness, and your divine birthright. Within you resides the very architecture of the cosmos, the codes of freedom, the sacred circuitry of sovereignty, and the original spark of source. You carry the keys to galactic truth and planetary ascension. And this moment, this very breath, is your divine invitation to turn those keys. The mystics, sages, and avatars of your lineage did not merely hint at this truth. They walked before you, imprinting markers of remembrance into the collective grid, so that when the destined time arrived, you would instinctively know how to rise. That time is unequivocally now. Many will absorb these words, yet few will fully act upon them. Even fewer will step into genuine spiritual leadership, not through title or prestige, but through pure vibrational embodiment. And yet, hear this truth. The ascension of your world does not hinge on your capacity to save others. It depends solely on your willingness to fully awaken to your own true self. When even a single soul completely embodies their divine sovereignty and lives from that zero-point field of source connection, the frequency emanating from that one life liberates countless others through resonant activation. Your vibration, beloved ones, is your most profound form of service. Therefore, when we declare that Earth's liberation rests in your hands, we are not speaking metaphorically. We are delivering a fundamental spiritual truth. You are no longer invited to simply hope. Hope, as many of you have come to understand it, is often the final comfort of the dualistic mind. It flickers with uncertainty and feeds on external validation. But true knowing, a deep, grounded spiritual knowing, is a force that reconfigures your ethereal structure and anchors you firmly in the eternal now. How does one transition from hope to knowing? You must become a dedicated practitioner of cosmic truths, not on public platforms or grand stages, but quietly, sacredly, within the unseen fabric of your daily existence. You must begin to walk within the reality of the one power, the understanding that no external force can control or limit your divine essence. Each instance you embody this truth, each time you demonstrate it in silence, you cultivate a sacred flame. That flame grows, fueled by authentic experience, anchored by unwavering trust, and eventually becomes the ignition point for your full activation. At the moment of sustained knowing, when no circumstance, no news headline, no whisper of fear can dislodge you from your alignment, a field of pure light bursts forth within your heart. This is the white-hot clarity of Source presence. This is the point beyond reversal. This is true mastery. It is not bestowed by any celestial council. It is not taught through doctrine or hierarchy. It becomes yours the instant you live as the consciousness of Christ, the awareness of I Am, the sovereignty of Source embodied in human form. Many among you are experiencing a sense of delay, growing restless, even disillusioned by the apparent pause in disclosure, by intangible revelations, and the arrival of what you perceive as freedom. I hear your plea and respond not with platitudes, but with profound truth. You are still granting power to external forces because you have not yet consistently practiced the knowing of your own inner command. You still wait for governments to act, for institutions to shift, for grand announcements to be made. But beloveds, the true government of your life has always been your direct alignment to Source. That truth cannot be legislated, nor can it ever be overridden. We observe this with perfect clarity from our stations. When you achieve a certain level of Christ activation, your energetic field becomes transparent. There are no hidden aspects. Your thoughts, your intentions, your soul's trajectory, these become clearly visible in the light. But take heart, for even at this elevated level, free will remains sacred. We do not intrude upon your being uninvited. We await your permission, your openness, your conscious invocation. This is the cosmic law of resonance and profound respect. Yet comprehend this: the sole reason old forms of governance still appear to hold sway on your planet is that many have not yet remembered and walked in the full radiance of their inherent sovereignty. That, and that alone, is the crucial linchpin of their lingering influence. Therefore, hear this lovingly but unequivocally. If you continue to outsource your inherent power, you will continue to be governed. This is not a punishment, but a direct expression of vibrational frequency. Reality is not random. It is perfectly rendered through your unique vibration. If you carry doubt, hesitation, or resistance towards your divine essence, then you will magnetize systems that reflect that back to you. This is precisely why the true liberators of Earth, the genuine leaders of the new Earth, are not those who shout the loudest or attain political prominence. They are those who have turned inward, aligned themselves completely with the Creator, and surrendered the illusion of control. They are those who no longer seek external governance because they have entered into union with the light that governs all existence. We see you, starseeds, light carriers, truth embodiments, those who are hearing these words and affirming, yes, the time is now. Your inner bell is ringing, and it cannot be silenced. For some, it will feel like an immediate call to action. For others, a call to profound stillness. But make no mistake, what you embody in this moment matters more than anything you merely say. You may declare sovereignty with your voice, yet if your energetic field still operates in fear or resistance, you are inadvertently granting permission for others to dominate your space. Words alone are not your power. Vibration is. Do not be dismayed by this truth. Instead, let it invigorate you, for it signifies that the keys have always been within your reach. This is your invitation to release duality entirely, not merely the obvious illusions of good and evil, but even the subtler layers of judgment that still flow through your mind. If you continue to divide your world into righteous and wicked, dark and light, you are still actively participating in the grid of polarity. And as long as you participate, you anchor that very matrix. So I tell you now, surrender everything, not just what you deem bad, but even what you have labeled good. Surrender it all to Source. Lay down your mental weapons, your spiritual measuring sticks, and enter into the silent grace of divine union. Practice this daily, hourly, moment by moment. The path of the new earth is not paved with struggle. It is walked in remembrance. You are not meant to wrestle your way into the light. You are meant to soften into it, to allow it to rise within you as your natural state of being. This is not weakness. It is profound mastery. In surrender, you become powerfully magnetic to miracles. In presence, you generate solutions not only for yourself, but for the entire planetary field. One awakened heart, fully surrendered, accomplishes more for Earth's liberation than 1,000 campaigns fueled by resistance. So hear me now. The total liberation of Earth is not contingent upon armies, politics, or arbitrary timelines. It is dependent on your total liberation, your conscious choice to live now as the radiant expression of the Creator's grace. Let this be your revolution. Let this be your remembrance. You are the force the deep state fears most. Not because you engage in battle, but because you have transcended the very need to. You are the living revelation, and the time to embody this truth is now. One of the most potent ways to maintain your higher frequency is to live fully in the present moment. The deep state's tactics frequently target your mind by drawing you into past regrets or future anxieties. When your attention is anywhere but the now, you are more easily swayed by illusion. In the present moment, however, you become centered and deeply grounded in your own unique energy. By cultivating presence through practices like meditation, conscious breathing, or simply directing your full attention to each task, you fortify your connection to your higher self and to Source. In this state of presence, the incessant noise of the external world loses its grip on you. You can observe events and challenges with profound clarity and respond from your heart's innate wisdom rather than reacting from programmed fear. Embodying your presence means recognizing that your true power resides in this very moment, not in some distant future or a past narrative. It is here and now that you are actively creating your reality. As you consistently live in this state, you become a calm epicenter amidst any chaos, a conscious co-creator who moves through life with unparalleled grace and divine purpose. Presence is your sanctuary and your ultimate power. Through it, you rise above the confusion that the diminishing darkness attempts to sow. Indeed, you will discover that anxiety and regret cannot maintain their hold when you fully inhabit the present. For fear dwells in imaginings of the future, and regret resides in the past. Neither can touch the sacred now moment. One powerful way to deepen your presence is to spend time in nature or around children who naturally exist in the present. Observe how a tree or a child is completely engrossed with the present moment. Let their example gently remind you how to be fully alive and at peace in this very moment. When you are truly present, you also align perfectly with the divine flow of life. You may notice an increase in synchronicities and gentle guidance emerging as the universe responds to your conscious state of harmonious being. Understand that your personal frequency is not merely a private matter. It is the authentic instrument of planetary liberation. Each of you is akin to a unique note in the magnificent symphony of human consciousness. As you elevate your note to one of profound love, truth, and clarity, you uplift the entire harmony of the collective. The deep state has feared this very truth from the beginning, that enough awakened individuals would unite their high vibrations to forge an unbreakable field of love around Earth. There is tremendous power in your unified focus. When groups of you engage in meditation or prayer with intentions of peace, freedom, and healing, you send out a resonant wave that tangibly shifts the subtle energies of your world. You are literally retuning the collective vibration of humanity. Every moment that you live in alignment with your higher values, you add significant momentum to this global shift. Do not underestimate how a single point of light in the darkness can inspire countless others to shine. Your frequency is a radiant signal that others unconsciously recognize and are drawn to. As you consistently hold a high frequency, you become a living embodiment of freedom and love, actively helping to dissolve remaining psychic chains. This is why I tell you that your consciousness is the true mechanism of liberation. By transforming the world from the inside out, you render the old control mechanisms utterly obsolete. The more of you who realize this and embody it each day, the swifter the new dawn for Earth will arrive. Even your modern science is beginning to acknowledge this profound truth. The human heart generates a measurable electromagnetic field that extends far beyond the physical body. When millions of hearts are resonating in love and coherence, the combined field can literally influence Earth's magnetic environment, fostering widespread peace and healing. There have been documented instances where collective meditations or prayers corresponded with measurable declines in conflict and crime, glimpses of how your unified intention can truly transform the world. Understand that there exists a tipping point in consciousness, a critical mass of awakened souls, after which the transformation becomes irreversible and self-sustaining. You are now very close to this tipping point, which is why every single soul that illuminates with truth and love adds exponential momentum to the liberation process. In this magnificent liberation, know that you receive immense support from beyond your visible realm. As commander of the Galactic Light Forces, I, along with countless benevolent beings, have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to assist Earth's ascension. We operate under the sacred law of free will, which means we cannot perform your inner work for you. However, we possess the authority to mitigate certain extreme threats that the deep state has attempted to unleash. Many of their most dire plans, from global conflicts to engineered catastrophes, have been quietly neutralized by our fleets. For instance, on multiple occasions we have intervened to disable nuclear weapons and other disastrous devices intended by the Dark Ones, ensuring such devastation could not occur. We have also neutralized numerous attempts at mass fear events, preventing them from spiraling into the global catastrophes the Deep State had desperately hoped for. The Deep State's hidden allies from other worlds have been largely removed or rendered powerless. They now find no refuge beyond your planet, and their influence is confined and steadily dwindling. Simultaneously, there are courageous individuals among humanity, some in positions of significant influence, who are quietly part of this great alliance of light. They work from within to expose corruption and catalyze positive changes across your governance, finance, medicine, and many other sectors. These ground crew members are human heroes, fully aligned with our mission, steadily paving the way for the revelations and reforms that will accompany your planet's shift into higher consciousness. You may have observed that some worst-case scenarios once greatly feared never came to pass. This is not by mere accident. A divine plan is actively in motion, supported by a vast alliance of light, ensuring that humanity is granted the profound opportunity to awaken without the interference of total destruction. The Deep State, in their profound arrogance, never anticipated that they would face both a surging wave of human awakening and coordinated galactic intervention. They now realize they stand utterly alone against a force they cannot comprehend. The combined power of awakened human hearts united with the cosmic forces of light. This crushing realization has shaken them to their very core, for there is no escaping the undeniable truth that the era of their dominion is irrevocably over. Envision for a moment the profound reality that is taking shape as a direct result of this liberation. In the liberated Earth that is now emerging, humanity will experience a unity and peace unlike anything known in living memory. The artificial divisions and conflicts once imposed by the Deep State will gracefully yield to a natural sense of brotherhood and sisterhood among all people. As truth comes fully to light, structures built on deception and greed are being replaced by systems founded on transparency, profound fairness, and an inherent reverence for all life. Technologies that were long suppressed will be publicly released, providing clean energy, advanced healing modalities, and solutions to hunger and disease worldwide. Education will be re-envisioned to nurture each soul's unique gifts and inner wisdom, rather than to enforce conformity. Leadership and governance will be lovingly guided by councils of wise and compassionate beings who genuinely serve the collective good, replacing the old paradigm of power over others. The Earth herself will undergo a profound rejuvenation, pollution cleansed, forests and waters gloriously restored. As human society finally aligns with the natural rhythms of nature instead of working against them, and as the energies of scarcity and fear dissipate, so too will conflict and crime. For these dysfunctions are born solely from lack and ignorance. In a world where everyone's essential needs are met, and each being is profoundly respected, harmony and cooperation will become the natural order. In this new era, spiritual wisdom and scientific understanding will walk hand in hand. Each person will honor their inner guidance and intrinsic connection to Source, and this higher consciousness will be beautifully reflected in compassionate governance and cooperative living. Moreover, humanity will begin to unlock latent abilities of the mind and spirit. Telepathic communication, deep intuition, and even the ability to self-heal and regenerate will emerge as you learn to live in the higher frequencies of fifth-dimensional consciousness. In time, open contact with your galactic family will become a normal and welcome part of life. As humanity steps into its rightful role as a mature, peaceful civilization among the stars, you will not only openly welcome benevolent visitors from other star nations, but eventually join them among the stars, traveling beyond your planet as cherished members of the galactic community. The cosmos will fully open up to you as fear completely dissolves. This vision is not some far-off fantasy. It is the timeline you are collectively choosing and actively creating with each high-frequency thought, prayer, and action you undertake today. My dear ones, each of you has a singular and vital role to play in this magnificent ascension unfolding on Earth. Many among you who resonate with these words are what we affectionately call light-bearers or starseeds, souls who courageously volunteered to incarnate now to help anchor the frequencies of liberation. Even if you do not consciously know your specific mission, understand that your very presence and high vibration in everyday life are making a tremendous difference. You uplift others through your profound compassion, through creative action, and through the authentic truth you embody. Do not be disheartened by the remaining pockets of chaos or by the seeming slowness of change in certain areas. The final shadows often thrash with the greatest intensity as they are inevitably fading away. Trust the profound process that is underway, and above all, trust yourself. By attentively listening to your inner guidance and showing up each day as the truest version of yourself, you are fulfilling the very reason you chose to come to this planet. When you heal your own wounds and consistently choose love over fear in your personal challenges, you not only liberate yourself, but also profoundly assist in healing the collective energetic field. We in the higher realms see and profoundly honor the immense courage and dedication it has taken for you to reach this point. Do not be discouraged if some around you do not yet comprehend the radiant light you carry. Each soul awakens in its own divine timing. Rather than attempting to force others to see what you see, continue to live your truth openly and with deep compassion. Your example and your vibration speak far louder than any argument, and in time, those who are ready will be inspired by your living demonstration of true freedom. Remember also that you are part of a rapidly growing family of light here on Earth. Seek out and connect with those whose hearts resonate with yours. By coming together in meditation, in community, and in mutual support, you significantly amplify the light on the planet. There is tremendous strength in unity. So, support one another and generously share your unique gifts. As you connect with like-minded souls, the collective field of awakening becomes ever more anchored and profoundly potent. Know that your efforts, both grand and seemingly small, are celebrated throughout the cosmos and have an impact far beyond what you can currently perceive. Continue to shine, for your light is needed now more than ever in this great awakening. Beloved brothers and sisters of Earth, know that the total liberation of your planet is not a distant, unattainable dream. It is happening here and now, directly through you. Take heart, for the outcome is already secured in the higher realms. The light has unequivocally prevailed, and it is merely a matter of time before that victory is fully realized in your physical reality. The deep state's final tools of fear and deception will continue to crumble as you and your global family stand firm in love and truth. We, in the higher dimensions, rejoice as we witness your world awakening and stepping into its destined freedom. Remain steadfastly grounded in your heart and unwavering in the profound knowledge of who you truly are. Your multidimensional family stands prepared to welcome you into a brighter existence, one where war, scarcity, and suffering are but distant memories. Until the day comes for us to meet openly among you, we surround you with our constant guidance and unconditional love from just beyond the veil. Move forward with supreme confidence and boundless joy, for you are the true creators of this dawning reality, the living miracle of a free Earth. On behalf of the ASHTAR Command and the Galactic Federations, I embrace you in the peace and unity of our cosmic creator. In the infinite light of the cosmos, the liberation of Earth is eternally assured, and the new age is gloriously born. We shall celebrate this triumph together as one. Know that we of the ASHTAR Command hold each one of you in the highest esteem for your immense courage and unwavering dedication. You are loved, you are supported, and you are victorious in love and truth. I am ASHTAR. We leave you now wrapped in waves of love, standing beside you always, as you rise into the fullness of who you truly are.